Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in the game of Auto Snakes in Outer Space. We're going to be continuing the adventure where we left off. We're now into the third hour of this adventure. I anticipate that it'll take a couple more hours to prestige, but exactly how many hours, I can't tell you. We'll find out as time goes on. But at this point, it's just more efficient to let it run around and do itself. It's also just more aesthetically pleasing to watch it do it this way anyway. In my opinion. But yeah, we're getting close to being able to afford the next upgrade as well. It's 380,000. I could get some of the level 2 upgrades, but that's going to be a little bit longer. We're gonna get at least the next auto cast before I consider that. We're up to 6 million. I guess if one were chasing the achievement specifically, you could in fact set it to be just one color of snake and finish that snake and just work your way through it. That is an option someone would have. I don't think we need to be that pedantic with it. I think it will just happen anyway. Couple more achievements and some more skins for the skin pile. Let's get those in our pocket. Blam, blam. Oh, got another achievement that'll actually let us buy another skin. How funny. Blam. So now going forward, we only have 4 more to buy till we get to the 45 level. Now I think I'm going to start buying the next cheap one right here, which is 270,000. We're actually probably getting to the point where we're going to start getting the next abilities and usages. 7 more casts of hype will get us there. The least used one, of course, is Prime. That just has the longest cooldown, and it gets stuck waiting as well. So we're only like 1/5 of the way there. But this isn't a speed run. This is not anything like that. We're just going with the flow, letting us float our goat along. Kind of estimate another couple hours and we'll probably make our goal to prestige, so maybe like 2-3 hours tops. Blam, hype is up to level 3. That's actually quite a long duration. That's like a 45-second duration. Look at that nonsense. It's quite good. So the abilities are going to start actually really stacking up for what they do for us. Well, they've certainly been busy for a couple seconds while I was looking at something. I think I can get one of their abilities up to the next level, yep. How did that get better? Yeah, it got like 10% better on both sides, not too bad. The duration got like 4 seconds longer. More snakes? More snakes is always welcome. We're rolling up on 7 million. Alright, let's see what we can get. I think we're coming up on another upgrade soon. We get the enhanced version of Hype coming up, but we should wait till we're done with its castings, I guess. So we can blow past that and get the auto cast for Swarm. Get the next one of those. New colors. Let's do that. We're almost able to afford it now. I do hope some of the prestige stuff would let you just, like, save these being unlocked. You know, just as a reward, you know? It would have been cool if there would be a reward for casting it a bunch of times, actually. But I could understand them not wanting to make it broken like that. Like, maybe not save the levels or anything, but just, like, the ability to, like, auto-cast it. Maybe not the enhancement, that's whatever, but auto-casting's just, like, a quality of life thing, you know? But it's a small nitpick. I think it's perfectly fine the way it is, too, in its own way. Well, the snakes have continued rising. We can now afford another fun upgrade. Let's see what's going on with this. So are we close to that ability's next feature? Let's take a look. Still 4 more casts, so I should probably upgrade the other abilities more still too. Get the auto cast. Blam blam, everyone has auto cast except the last skill, which is a matter of time. We'll claim our rewards for that. Get a few more skins. Let's see what the next setup is. Oh, it's called X. This one's called X. I actually figured X would have been the other one before, but I guess we're at X's. So the rank after this, maybe this is pluses? Probably too simple to be pluses. New skins, new friends. There we go. Yeah, pushing into 8 million. Yeah, you could take a victory lap and roll around and see how we feel about it. I mean, it still is like 50% more effective to do it this way, but it definitely varies a lot. And the more snakes you get on screen, the less efficient it is. So. And literally this is just because of the 2x multiplier that we get for doing it. Without that, this would barely be inefficient. Like now that there's no like event going on, this is almost the same efficiency as just letting it run. So we're actually eating like half as fast as we were just letting them go, but the value is higher. There's all the bonus snakes. that knocks 70 seconds off of the final skill. So in a way, like, leveling up the final skill is the most worthwhile one, because it essentially is going to max out the longest. It takes the longest to max out, so. As long as it's not significantly more expensive, it's the best one to do, because it'll let you get through the achievements faster. New colors, new friends.
we can buy the upgraded for the third one. We won't actually activate it till it's down to one more. Actually, it's ready for it. The next time it will be ready to do it, so good timing. We can buy our new skins. Blam, blam, blam. New skins, new friends. And our black hole's eaten enough to get its achievement. We'll get that reward as well. Which only means more skins for the skin pile. Let's get on in here. 3 more. Blam. We're now well past the halfway point, actually. So we're well into 9 million now, so we're almost to the halfway point. It's accelerating a little bit, but not supremely. But we do have a lot more uptime on our abilities, which is gonna kind of multiply things as it goes along. It's about what you can expect. I don't even know what that... Oh, because that was for the 25. I see. I see. Good stuff. Let's buy a couple more skins, of course. That's how we celebrate. Blam. Blam. And blam. So we got 2 more skins to get, and then we're into the next tier. New skins, new friends. It's really diving into pink there. Let's rotate that up. There we go, a little bit more representation around the color bend. Let's upgrade Black Hole a little bit. So with that boost to hype, it now is up like almost 3 times as long as before. I mean, it doesn't activate as often, but it's fine. It still is a better value. Let's see how the color... So we actually haven't even unlocked the first of any of these, because they all require 12, but we're getting close. But when we do, look at all these ones we're going to end up with. We'll just get so many points for it, and we'll just get even more skins, of course. But that's where the vast majority of the points are, is in all these skin color ones, so... There's actually a surprising number tied up in all of these as well. How close are we to finishing out the next of the abilities? It's got 4 more casts. Actually, Void's going even faster, which is kind of crazy. So we guess we should consider maxing them out too. That one would be 1 million. Huh. I guess enhancing them is fine, but if you're gonna enhance them, you might as well buff them as well. So we're gonna do that too. We're gonna buff both of them. So the first one will make them overall better and cheaper, and then the second one will double that. So. We'll take another few victory laps. We'll enjoy this for a minute or two. We'll let that sort itself out. New colors, new friends. There are a bunch of points line that are behind leveling up your different snake stats, but like the requirement for those, it seems like an awful lot of points. That one you probably want a prestige to get those ones. And it's not as many as all the other ones, believe it or not. Alright, we're almost up to getting Void level 3. Let's see how that one increased. Another 6 seconds on this one as well. Nice, nice. Void level 3 is like another 4. Yeah. Nice. But it's faster. Like it also lost like 27 seconds of cooldown. That's not insignificant. That's like over 10% faster. And it looks like almost every ability by itself is almost a 50% increase, so then when they overlap, it's even more. So we could technically make them overlap more if we tried harder, but this is probably fine as it is. Well, we passed 10 million quite a while ago. We're gonna be at 11 million soon. Seems like we're definitely gaining like 3 million or more an hour now, so it's easy to say that in another like 2-3 hours we'll be completely ready to prestige. And we'll be ready to buy these enhanced versions very soon. Because they've almost both finished their ability counts, so that'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy. The ones after that will take a little longer, of course. And honestly, when we're done with the abilities, we could like focus in on these and get them to their next counts on this. We could see which ones get which. So honestly, the next one to go up would probably be Snake, so we could focus in on Snake. We like Snake. I think that would be the only one that we'd be likely to get to before we prestige though. Like all the other ones seem like they need like 15, 16. I'm gonna guess that actually triples or quadruples the cost, or even more. I didn't check the rate of increase. Maybe I should have. There we go. I didn't calculate it basically. I guess I could find out like how much wood this costs. Can it tell me? It's not going to tell me, is it? I was hoping it would like tell me like the cost it would be for 10, but it just doesn't look like it wants to do that. That's fine. We'll buy our skins and be happy anyway. Blam, blam, more skins for the skin pile. Now if we wanted to, we could actually just buy the next 3 of a particular color. If we wanted to choose as black, we could do that, and we could just buy the next 3 and get their achievements. And that would actually let us buy the next one faster, so we might end up doing that at this point. So we'll start focusing them down a little bit. We probably could have been doing that all along, but I wanted to have a good variety of skins out there so that when we do random, we'd have them all out there. But we're getting close to buying the first of them being enhanced. So we did get the achievement for the black hole eating food, but the void actually hasn't given us their achievement, I think. So we're gonna get another point set for the void doing it as well soon. Let's come take a look at that. Yep, it still has to do another 1200. So we can that one, and we are just a little shy of the third one. And honestly, the next time bonus pops is when we're gonna get it, so that's gonna pop in about 50 seconds. So we are almost all the way to 12 million now. If I was gonna guess, I think we'll be at 13 million by the time the end of the next 15 minutes are, so. We'll definitely be able to prestige within the next like 2 hours or so. And I'll be able to show that off for people. There we go. And let's see what we did. That got us another achievement for getting the black unsorted. Then we can go and unsort that and get to the next color. We can just go down the list. Then bam, bam, bam-a-lam. Should give us the blue one too, right? Am I crazy? Are we missing one for blue? Oh, because we started with one? That's crazy. Gypped. So now we can see what the name of those other ones were. So it went from X to grid. Oh, it's grid. Then it went to orb. Then it went to black hat. That's 12. So if I choose blue... Oh, we have 12 of these too. I think the game is lying to us. As you see, it says have 11 out of 12. What a leer. Oh, is it because we started with them, we didn't buy them? That's so dumb. Okay. Well, what can we do about it, right? So they cost an extra 100 to get them. Understood. So as long as you don't focus on the 3 starting colors, this task will actually work out that way. Well, fair enough. We'll continue onward then. We were gonna unlock everything anyway, so that's fine. Take another bit of a lap around. we're about to get another 150 points for buying the enhanced version of bonus, so. And then we're probably gonna save up for the auto cast for hype in the end. Or is it Prime? It's called Prime. For Prime. See how long the abilities last for though. It just gets pretty crazy. We're getting almost to the point of buying it now. It was a little bit over 1 million. As you can see, buying all of these upgrades for just abilities is basically going to get us to the cost of prestiging. I just decided to focus on the abilities rather than the other part first. Because this part would probably cost even more just to get to the next level, and it wouldn't give us as many points as what we just did. It's one of those things where you kind of got to make choices, you know? Crazy. There we go, avoid enhanced. Let's grab our points for that. In fact, enable it. And let's start sorting it out. So we got the ones for blue. We can work on brown next. Let's get our extra points. Blam, blam, blam. We finished the one for brown. This won't give us enough to actually do the next one, but it will get us a good portion of the way there. Then we can choose cyan. Blam, blam. 2 of the 3 we need. New colors, new friends. Get them in our pocket. They're out there doing it. Actually, if we get all the upgrades that we need to get the points for the abilities, it'll actually get us to the next prestige. We won't even have time to do the snakes. That's fine, we'll get the ability upgrades. That's my current goal before we prestige. And we're doing it. The only thing we might not get is the number of casts for Prime, but we'll get at least the upgrades for it that would give us the points. Because I can just cast it more when I prestige, and we'll get it. But the upgrade I probably wouldn't buy right away. They do get really expensive. Let's see, we're coming up on 13 million. That actually is right around where I thought. I was right. We're getting close to being able to set up the auto cast for our final ability. It does have the unfortunate thing where it has to wait to actually cast, even if it is set to auto cast, because it has to wait until the next spell goes. So it will still take a lot longer to go through than most of the other ones, but it's trying its best, you know? But we can go ahead and buy the skins associated with this. Lamb. We did the collector for Cyan. Let's collect those rewards so we can go back to skins. And we can work on Gray. Blam, we need a little bit more for the next one, but that's... Does Gray only have one of the big ones? That's interesting. So I guess it doesn't have as many skins as the other ones total. There's also an achievement for 150 skins that we're slowly getting close to, but I don't think we're gonna get that one too easily because of how expensive they're getting, but we're gonna try our best. We are getting kind of close to that void one we were talking about, though. Another 400 with that, and we'll get it. We're starting to get the next level with some of these colors, though, so that's cool. As for abilities, we're going to start buying the enhanced versions. Well, getting level 3 would make them more effective. It also would cost more than we have left in our prestige, so I'm going to focus on getting the upgrades so we get the points rather than worrying about casting it more, so it's fine. They're still getting cast. These two are actually already almost at the cast point, but this one probably will not before we prestige. But we've reached 13.4, so this is where I'm gonna take a little break for a while. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you again shortly. Bye-bye for now.